Alrighty, hello and welcome back. Okay, so there has been a bit of time passing on my side as far as how far I've gotten with the characters. But what we're doing here is we're jumping into level 700. Now you're probably thinking, bro, we needed to be at level 800 for this boss. And that is correct, but what's going to happen is the janitor, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this previously, but the janitor for each floor will use abilities from the previous boss, or from that floor's boss. So this is going to be the best way I could think of to give you an idea of what some of those abilities look like. Now at this point you've probably seen the thumbnail of the level 700 boss, so hopefully you can at least use that visually. And let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and continue here. Also, I've changed some settings here. Global, the music I have up, and then sound effects I lowered. So hopefully this is more enjoyable. But you can tell me if the music's too loud. Hopefully it's not. As a matter of fact, now I'm paranoid, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead. Oh, and you'll also notice I have the Blade Master that I've been working with. I have the Dark Mage that I've been working with, and I'm going to show all this stuff off. And I've also been running the Huntress, and we'll go over all that when we get back to the area here. Now, we may end up, we're going to run this all the way to the final boss here. So, okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to fight this guy normally. Of course, he didn't do what I hoped he would do, so let's steal. There's nothing to steal. Okay, I'm going to try to, let's see here. I'm going to try to poison him. Okay, poisoned him. Cool. Now, this is the refresh, but we could do something like this. Burn and poison on him. Now this guy has, you'll notice he can't use this. He has no MP, so you want to make sure you do not put armor on him or any other thing that would use magic. And of course I'm an idiot and saved the profile with the wrong stuff on him. But anyways, he has this double strike, and there's a 1 turn cooldown it looks like. So let's go ahead and use that so you can see what it looks like. Boom. Okay. Now the Huntress, she can do mark, so we're gonna mark him. So now he's marked for additional damage. And the Dark Mage can do Noxin, which again, if you're familiar with the previous game, this is an AoE attack that hits everything and has a chance to poison. Her armor gives her this effect, Dark Flame, and she can use Curse, which attempts to turn the target into stone. I don't know if that will work on the boss, but we'll do Noxin so we can see if we can get 4 debuffs on him. Okay. Wow, he didn't do the attacks that I was hoping for again. So that's a bit annoying. This is gonna seem weird, but I'm actually gonna you saw how much damage just popped up. I'm going to do this because I actually want him to attack. Stun. This is, I forgot to show this off. Stun. I don't know if that was there before or not, but anyways, this could potentially stun him. And it may work on bosses, it may not. But we're not going to use it here because, well, obviously I want him to actually attack. Wow, that was a good crit. Okay. We're just going to, I'm hoping he'll actually do something. Wow, he is not cooperating. Every other time I've seen this guy in the past, he's actually done what I want him to do. Okay, here we go. That's what the dial it up looks like. That's the AoE. Okay, at least we got 1. Wow, look at how powerful that was. Okay, well, he might actually just outright kill him. There's not a whole lot. There's not a lot I can do unless I stun him. We're not going to see another attack if he just kills him. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I could have planned this out a little bit better. Alright, well, unfortunately we only got to see 1 attack. I was really hoping he'd do the numbers, but basically he just looks at you and it's like dee, 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 and it's whatever number it is. And like I said, certain numbers have certain effects. He did not cooperate very much with us here, which is a bit disappointing, but what are you going to do? I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do. Alright. And now I'm just going to let it auto while I kind of go over some stuff. So, let's see here. So, a couple of things that I am going to cover while this is running, and hopefully you're still seeing that, because I'm actually on my other screen. Hopefully that's not a problem. It does not appear to be, but okay. Hopefully that's good. And you can let me know in the comments if you did not see the game running at that point. But in any event, okay, so a couple of quick things. We do have some quests to turn in. We have some mail to read from the Dark Lord. And I changed some of these guys, like macros. They're not called macros in this game, but it's essentially what it is. Like the scripts, I think is what they're called in this game. Anyways, I changed some of those back to the default, so my Blade Master wouldn't always use that ability on cooldown, but really, it could go either way, whether that's useful or not. I've used these classes and leveled them up quite a bit here, and then there's another class that I'm going to touch base with and show you some stuff as well. If we end up losing to the boss, then we might take out the other class that I've been working on a bit. Also, it's important to note, part of the reason why I wanted to show that off as well as levels 700 to 800 is so you could see like what we're doing power-wise. You guys hardly ever, if ever, have seen really a higher like powered team go out and fight. So I thought it might be neat to show that off, especially since we had that situation where I wanted you to see more than just the one attack, but at least we got the one, right? So I have to be happy about that. But yeah, so that's why we're going to go ahead and run through these levels. And you can see it doesn't take that terribly long to go 100 levels, because we're going to have to go 100 levels to get the information from the new Dark Lord as well, whoever that might or might not be. And that, of course, assumes we actually win. I have no idea what to expect on the boss, just so that you're aware. I have not looked into it ahead of time. We may or may not have enough power. I have, in fact, leveled up relics quite a bit. As you can see down at the bottom left, I have 16 million gold. I have not turned any of that into essence yet, and I could just continue to farm in this dimension, but honestly, I'm starting to get the itch to get to the warrior dimension, which is after dimension 10. So that I can just let it auto and not have to worry about, the bosses. And we'll get to that point. Obviously, I don't want to rush it too much, but at the same time, I'd like to go ahead and get that moving so I can make progress and bring you guys back and give you some updates as we progress into the end game. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that. We are going to try to, I'm going to try to remember to cover all this stuff. I do have some notes written down, so hopefully I won't forget. And I haven't really looked at the quests since they popped up, and I accepted a bunch of quests, but I haven't really looked at them since. That's what I try to do just for the recording side of things. But of course, if you were playing the game, I would just do the quests and turn them in as you complete them. Now, you could potentially try to carry some over to the next dimension. I'm not sure that that's super necessary, and I'm sure certain quests won't let you do that. But it did mention that there are certain quests that will, like the wizard quest, I think will roll over to the next dimension. It could warn you, I'm not sure, but we try to finish the ones that we can finish. If they roll over, then, it shouldn't really be an issue. I know we have a couple, like the one where we have to do the arena. Of course that's going to carry over, because they're not going to expect you to do all that in one go. But especially considering they put a 2-hour limit on it. But yeah, suffice to say, you can see that on like a normal guy on this floor, we're stealing 4 essence, and then when you kill him, you get another 4 essence. So that's how we're already at 1,000 essence. This is what I've been doing. I've just been running all the way up and watching it like a hawk to make sure that it doesn't hit the next boss. Because I had tried to promise that I was not going to let that happen again. And the stress is just killing me, so I just cannot let it, I can't let it auto anymore while I'm not watching it. Because like I said, I tend to multitask and play other games and do other things, watching YouTube, watching other stuff, and, I don't want to look over and see it has defeated the boss like we did in the previous episode. And, I am mostly over that, but it's still somewhat annoying to me. But at least you got to see the main big attack, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, going to make sure that does not happen again. So I have a feeling we're going to be powered up enough to beat this boss as well as Dimension 10, but I could be wrong. There might be some serious prep that's involved. We shall see. I still have not taken the cook out yet. And then in addition to that, you have 3 more classes that are like the special classes that we'll have to take out at some point. It's just a lot because we don't have a relic for a single class yet. So, and then you have to level that stuff up. And of course, and again, this is part of the fun grind. This game, this one in particular, wants you playing a long time because they added. I don't know if you remember that ship where you go in and it shows you how far you've gone in the dungeon, and it gives you rewards based off that. I was looking over that, and they want you to play a very long time based off that. And if I can remember, I will try to show that off again and just give you an idea of how far they, I don't know, I don't want to say expect you to play, but they definitely, for the people that are going to stick with it super long term, which again, I doubt that's most people, but if you're going to stick with it long term, you will get some sort of reward for going super far in the dungeon. Nothing quite, nowhere near as short as the first one, which I thought I went a pretty far away in the first Soda dungeon, but when you compare it to what they think you might do in this one, it's like tenfold, maybe 100-fold. I can't remember the math, but anyways, we're autoing our way up to, here he is in the background. Like I said, it depends on what his gimmick is, but we have a lot of stuff that can inflict status effects, and that's going to be part of what carries us. You saw how much that ticked for, although I completely forgot already how much that was ticking for, but it was hundreds and hundreds of damage, if I remember correctly. I'll have to go back and look, but anyways, hopefully we're going to be able to knock this out, so let's find out, shall we? And of course, I'm going to manual once we get to the boss because I want to see what we're in for here. This guy seemed pretty nice though, so I am using the daggers just for the crit stuff. Okay, we should still be fine. Okay, so you got to see that at least. All right, I'm going to do something here real quick. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do full heal. I'm going to do this. Okay. Alright, here we go. I've heard rumors, and no, I don't intend to unleash a horde of minions in the town. I'm not virtuous beyond reason here. It's a complex situation that has resulted in a lot of procrastination on my part, but that is my problem to sort out, not yours. In the meantime, you were promised a battle. Hope you're watching, Mother and Father. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. It's just a super ultra pro. Okay, cool. Excellent. So I see nothing super intense about this until we see his moves, right? So we're going to immediately put every status effect we can think of on him. And hopefully, so he resisted that. All right. So we could either do burn or we could try to poison. I'm going to try doing this. Okay, he's resisting pretty much everything. Okay, resist. Alright, now I'm going to show this off because we actually want to stun this guy. So I'm going to attempt to stun. Okay, he also resisted that. Well, we're definitely going to mark. Okay, that hit. Alright, now, Noxin for poison. I doubt this is going to work on a boss. Let's try that. Okay, he resisted. Now, I didn't see what he did. I'm going to steal 5k gold. Very nice. Okay, back attack. 785 back attack. Okay, now we'll do this. No, he critted. 912. Very nice. And remember, he's got the mark. Okay. I'm just going to show this off. I'm sure this will not work. No, resist, of course. Yeah, so we just have to actually survive is what it looks like. I'm going to try this one more time. He's resisting everything. Okay, well, you can't say we didn't try, right? Okay. We'll mark. So the question is, can we outlast him? 182. Now, you'll notice I'm regening. I put 35 levels into the regen relic, so that's also going to help us I think we're just going to attack. At this point, I think it's just a matter of can we outlast his attacks. That's 8 MP, and this is 3, so we'll just do that. Oh, she can't do herself. That's okay. That's a bit of an issue. I guess I got no choice then, do I? Okay, a crit 320 or 523 from front. Okay. Still marked? Yeah, the mark is probably pretty big. Okay, here we go. Meditate. So he's healing for 2.5k. Alright. Well. 144. Oh, well, that hit hard. Well, so far, this ain't terrible. As long as I keep everybody nicely healed. I'll do this too, just so that we can be sure we're good. Crit for 736, okay. If the statuses were actually having an effect, I'd be doing that. Oh, wow, 2.5k. Yeah, I don't know, I think at this point, our crits is really the only thing that's carrying us. We may or may not be able to do this. Yeah, he's, Uh-oh. Okay, well, I actually need him to do that. I need him to do those attacks so that we can actually make progress, because if he keeps doing this... Okay, I think now we may be past that here. Ooh, that was a good hit there. Okay, I think we might have this in the bag now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. Oh, he just didn't get to go that time. Okay. There it is. Okay, well, we did it on our first try, and I had no idea what was going to happen there. Seems you've bested me, so I will surrender. Don't want to leave a problem in your hands, but considering, maybe best simply move on. Have some reflecting to do. I think we will enjoy this time away. He said, I think I will enjoy this time away, obviously. See you later, buddy. Okay, well, you got to be happy with that, right? And you'll get to see what a level 1 to level 800 run. We should get records on most everything, and we'll get some level ups. Okay, level 45. So they're almost level 50. Okay, this is great. I've been using them in every run I do, so... Oh, no, we did not get records except for on the floor. Okay, so I've definitely done higher than 1 million a run. Over, like, what is that, over 1,000? 1,040? No, 1,089? I don't know, I can't do math that fast. That run took an hour. Okay. Okay, they did that. Great. Okay, so, couple of things. So, first and foremost, let's look at our quests. Slay 500 enemies. Okay, great. What else do we have? This. Okay, I must have had that ready for him as well. Okay, and this is still the same stuff that I have not done yet, or have not completed. Oh, I did level some items up. Interesting. Well, we'll just let that roll over. Okay, now let's try to check our mail here. Okay, you're almost there. Final stretch. Here's a little something. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. More junk from the Lord of Light. Okay. Why do I keep closing that like an idiot? Oh, he's just giving me free stuff. This guy's really quite nice. Okay. Well, huh. Interesting. If that date is right, it's been a couple of weeks since I actually did this, so interesting. But for you guys, it's just the next episode. Anyways, all right, well, there's that. Now, First and foremost, let's look at our relics. Boom. So I know that you'll have to look at the previous episode, but we're at like 60, 50 now. Every relic has been increased at some point. This was at like 15 and it's 50 now. The region is at 35. And then I've also put some work into this. This is now level 20. This is like, I looked at this and didn't really know what this was, but all this does is give you a boost to the character XP, like so you can get to your relic, essentially. I believe that's what it is. Character mastery is them leveling up, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then I capped out status resist because I thought maybe this boss was going to put status effects on us. But anyways, it maxes out at 13% resist. And then I also have some damage reflect, so 6% damage reflection. That caps out at 100, and this one caps out at 100 as well. And then the keys cap out at 300. So we only have 20 in right now, and we get 4% bonus. And then this caps at 100 for ore find. Okay, and this is where once we get a bunch of our class relics, that's what this will be, but we don't have any of that. Okay, so now that's that part. Let me look at my list. So there's a couple of things. Okay, it's going to force me to do this first, so hang on. So that's that then, huh? A little anticlimactic if you ask me. Credit where is due. He had a rock-solid moral compass, that's for sure. I think we could all stand to be a bit more like that guy. And by that, I mean knowing when it's time to peace out. Dungeons, Dark Lords, Dimensions, it's all very stressful. He's ready for a vacation. See you later, buddy. Alright, great. Now, instead of, being annoying what I was doing, and yes, this was cutting into my money, but when you're making this kind of money, obviously it doesn't matter. So you can save loadouts. So this was the first main loadout. Then I bought the next slot too, and all these were my carpenters. Now, I forgot to tell you guys a while back, it's important at some point, this was before I kind of understood how I was going to structure the episodes, and I went ahead and did a quest for the carpenter. So he gets, well, first of all, I leveled him up to 31, and he gets, this is his level 25 thing, where target receives 100% crit for 3 attacks. But his ability, I wish I could show the ability off, that's a bit annoying. He has an ability called Nail It, and this big nail drops from the sky and like nails something, literally. And it does double damage. So it's like, let's say it would normally do 100, it does 200 damage, right? Well, this quest makes that multiply by 4 instead of 2, and I've already done it on the class. So now at this point, he can be a really high damage dealer. So I worked on him and got his levels up. I still got to work on the Soda Junkie and the Miner. We just have not taken out much. You know where the nurses are, the Mystics and the Thieves. The Huntress is level 37 now. And the Dark Mage is 36. And you've seen her thing, which is Curse. And then the Blade Master is also 36 now. And again, you've seen his thing, which is Stun. So, alright. And also, oops, not that. You can see that she's getting a huge bonus on lots and lots of stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty insane. But yeah, anyways, just to give you an idea, it also shows you what drops what in here, which is kind of nice. But yeah, it gives you just a summary of everything, so that's really quite good. And then if you just want the quick records, whatever that is, playtime wise, I've earned a total of 31 million gold. I've spent 13 million, and so on. So I'll quickly flip through this. I doubt this is super important, but here it is, in case you want to pause and take a look. And like I said, I don't always do this, but we got to keep moving because I got other stuff to cover. Okay, so relics done. Let's see here. So the loadouts are really quite cool, and well, I'll be using Carpenter probably on the next boss if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. Quest turn-ins, we did that. Arena run, we really don't have time for that, so let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and talk to this guy. Okay, it's not the outcome I was expecting. It looks like I've already covered everything I wanted to cover. Throne remains empty for a bit. Would be surprised if a new Dark Lord comes in through the portal. After light must come dark. Okay, Could always stick around, but you know that's not going to happen. Okay. Now, I realized that in a previous episode, I think it was the last episode, I left with over 1 million gold and forgot to convert, forgot to sell, forgot to do a bunch of stuff. Let me quickly show this menu off too, because I can now make the Midas sword. Oh, I wanted to show that off too. I'll try to remember. These are legendary things. The thing is, you lose them when you jump the dimensions, so I just don't see any point in making this stuff unless you're just at a hard, like, standstill. But one thing I just don't love about this game is how annoying it is to get the resources to make this stuff. So I find that most of the time it's just not worth the effort. Not until you get to the final dimension. Then I'll make 6 of everything and we'll be good to go. Lots of cool gems. So just in case you were wondering, you can make a lot of this stuff. It's kind of cool. 10% boost to character mastery. That would probably be worth making for sure. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and that's really quite good too. But anyways. Ooh, status resist. Interesting. I feel like some of that stuff was not there before, but anyways, and you know what? Let's go ahead and level up. We can go ahead and just complete that quest. Because how many am I? Well, I'm only 26. I wonder if I should just save it. I don't think it's going to matter. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's upgrade. Oops. Let's, what am I trying to do? Level item. So this is what I was doing on some of these. So like as an example, let's do something that's cheap because I did have level 8 daggers, by the way. But yeah, it shouldn't matter. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's back. I don't like this menu the way they have this set up. Okay, that finished it. It's fine now. And we're going to lose all those materials anyway, so again, it makes no difference. All right, and oh, I can't show you that either. You probably noticed before I have a lot of the battle tokens. I've been logging in each day and like banking them, so when I get to the final dimension, I'll be able to use them to kind of get moving. Wow, we're already at 30 minutes, and we gotta jump and do some other stuff. I wanted to show the guild rewards. So here's where you're going with this. Remember, the level is how far in the dungeon you've got. And again, just as a reminder, there's a lot of new stuff. This was not in the game when I first played the game, but they expect you to possibly hit level 2 million. Now, I thought like 250,000 was high. Yeah, that's not, that ain't that high when they think you're going to go to 2 million. And look at this, arena wait time removed. Buddy, at that point, I probably will not be doing arena, so that'd be ridiculous. But anyways, let's progress. Oh, no, let's not progress. Let's not forget what we're doing here. Also, pets. My little bro is 8. This little guy I've been leveling up is 6. The rest of them are unlocked, of course, but I have not really put much effort into leveling them. So just so you have an idea. Okay, now, oh, we gotta sell stuff. We gotta liquidate. Not that it really matters, but okay. Now we're going to throw in all that. So 16 million gold is only 2,300. Goodbye. Goodbye, money. We are now broke, but we have 4.5k, and we'll spend that accordingly. Wait, what did all that say? Yes. Progress will be reset. Yes. Okay. Alright, I thought maybe it said something different that time. Threw me for a loop. I have a joke for you. Why did the sun go to school? To get brighter. Ha! Funny, right? Okay, I have another joke. How many gorblets from dimension 34B does it take to screw in a light bulb? 14 and a half. 2 to hold the stool, 1 to be on the stool, 3 to create the bulb, and the rest to stand guard against the bloozle outside. Oh, and the half that screws in the light bulb, of course. Humans don't usually pass through that area of the universe. No, we do not. Look like a real bloozle right about now. Sorry, but listen, I figured it. Everyone was going on vacation, and I could take a break from exposition up here. Every good story needs a bit of filler. Okay, what are we taking next? Crit damage. Okay. Physical boost. Or magical boost. So we got crit damage or physical boost. So this is a percent. I really wish it showed me if they had a cap or not here. That's kind of annoying, but I don't really know. I mean, it's definitely not going to be this. Just a straight physical boost versus the crit boost. I think I'm going to take the crit boost, and then we'll get the physical boost later. Yeah, I think we're going to do this one. At this point, I don't really think it matters. I think we've chosen pretty well. Okay. What do we got here? Greetings from Dungeon Castle. Really loving it here. It says this is the Dark Lord again. The locals are super friendly. Just about to have lunch. This chick with... Wait. Just about to have lunch at this chick place called Kitchen. What? Chic place. I'm an idiot. The reviews say I only have a 50% chance of food poisoning. Well, that doesn't sound very good. Okay. That's a pretty area. Very nice. Okay. Welcome to the party. We take it pretty easy around these parts. Yeah, I guess there's a dungeon. Yeah, you could go into it. I'm not going to stop you, but there's more to life than just that, man. Stuck up on some sodas, huh? Okay. Now, obviously, we don't have 20k gold, so we can't use that. Not to mention we don't have that stuff unlocked. Okay, are there any other quests? No, there are not. I have 6k, so you know what? Let's go ahead and just let's look at what we got here. $15, 150, healer. So we don't actually have to run garbage right at the beginning. Thieves. Okay, we can't do... Oh, actually, that's really all we need. They give us... Well, assuming that we can hire everybody. Huh. Alright. Boom. How do I do this? Oh, whoops. I already have that in the wrong spot. That's fine. What else do we normally go with? You know what? Let's take our carpenter buddies. I mean, they're not going to have anything. We have nothing, but they'll at least be able to get some work done. Yeah, I have 9,773, and this is just going to keep going up. Key settings, I did slightly change this. Now it heals when they're 70%. Or I'm sorry, heal the party when it's 70%. But I put it at 90% for MP. So, yeah, that should be good. Whoops. All right. So I would like to get to the first, what is it, level 80 is when he talks to you. So let's get that done so we can at least see what he has to say. Oh, that's annoying. It's because I have my script on that they're doing that. They don't normally prioritize the ore. Or they didn't prioritize it. They just, if it's in a certain order, they'll go for that first. If the ore was way down here, they'll go in order from top to bottom. In case you're wondering. Okay, let's just speed this up. I mean, the first floor should be relatively easy. I still have my gold pet on. I mean, I could have had my HP boost on, which I think is 6 or 8% health bonus. Which, you know, you'd be surprised when you get into higher like levels. That can be a pretty big deal. But yeah, let's get this part done, and we'll just keep on keeping on. And then I'm gonna try to force myself not to stay here for very long in this dimension, and we're gonna go straight to dimension 10 as quick as possible. Now, that being said, the boss could end up being a real jerk face, and it could prevent me from doing that. It really just depends on what we encounter. I'm pretty sure the Dimension 10 boss is actually rather challenging. There's one in particular that I do remember having a bit of an issue with. I think what I did was I ended up just grinding and leveling up relics so that I could just kind of surpass the boss rather than do what they probably intended you to do. But again, as of right now, I tend not to prioritize trying to make stuff because with the amount of work that you have to put into grinding those materials out, it just doesn't seem worth it. Also, remember, we have that whole other dungeon, if you will, even though it's not really a dungeon. It's kind of like an expansion that they gave us for free. As annoying as this is probably going to be for you guys, because it is harder, I think we're going to save that until we get into the warrior dimension. And I know that's probably a bit disappointing, but I mean, when I played the game, this was the only way to do it anyway. Now, of course, if you end up getting this game, which, might I remind you, Soda Dungeon 1 and 2 are both completely free, and you can get them on Steam, which is PC, which is what I'm playing it on. I believe Soda Dungeon 1 is no longer available on the phone stuff like iOS and Android, but Soda Dungeon 2, I believe, is still you can still play it on iOS and Android, but it just depends on how long they continue to support the game, whether that will still work or not by the time you hear this. So you'll have to check and do some research on your own. Anyways, all that to say, it's free to play, and you can basically run that other dungeon anytime you want if you pick up the game, which I would strongly suggest you do. I think it's fun, but that should be pretty obvious at this point. Oh, maybe it's level 90 that he talks to us. Oh, no, it is 80. Okay, cool. Just couldn't resist, huh? Look at him. Oh, actually, I think this is the boss that's hard coming up. I don't blame you. This place is great. Hate to run, but I have paragliding lessons in an hour. Heads up, I'm putting together a cookout. This is him at level 900. See you there. Oh, man. Okay. Well, at least I know that now. Perfect. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. That's what I had planned. I'm going to go to level 100 here, and then I'm going to exit out just so that you can see that if there are any quests. And then whatever quests I get after that, I'll just save them until... Well, I'll pick them up, but then I'll show them off once I complete them when I bring you guys back. But yeah, good stuff. We're making some additional progress, and yeah, I hope that it won't be terribly long. We're going to jump into this one. I know somewhat what to expect here for this boss, but we'll see if I can bully him or if he absolutely destroys me. Something tells me he's going to beat me. Is there any way we can pass without getting your floor dirty? I doubt it. Yep, can't help it. Alright. Goodbye, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and exit, as we normally do, even though I could continue to go, of course. Did we come back for no reason? Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, no quest, and we are good to go. So, yeah, look, it's on the beach. Nice. And that explains the cookout. Alright, well, when we come back, and I'll just do another quick refresher. No, that's not what I meant. Just a quick refresher of where our relics are at. So when we come back next time, you guys will be able to compare. I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of grind here. It would be nice if I put some into this, though. Let's go ahead and do that real quick before we go bye-bye. Alright, so 250 on this is the max. So just straight up, 15% critical damage. Remember, that's not crit chance, that's crit damage. Okay, we're going to 50, so 25% increase, and we basically just lost everything. I think this is going to start becoming important, so let me go. I think that's good for now. And we basically have nothing left. Well, not nothing, but 487 is not much. Okay, well, I have 10,000, so we can get started like with some new stuff here. And yeah, we will continue there. I think I've covered everything. If you found yourself enjoying the video and you don't mind hitting that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed, now would be an amazing time to do it. And I do hope to see you in the next episode. Have a good one.